Hi, I'm Dr. Lara, and welcome to another week of Channeled Angel Messages. So sit back, relax, and see if there's anything that resonates for you today. Hmm. Okay. So the first thing I saw was the dust, like it kind of settled. Okay, so there is a lot of stuff that happened last week, and everyone that is listening to this probably knows what I'm talking about. And it feels like the dust is kind of settled, but they're just letting you know that there's more stuff to come. And they want you to trust the process. That was like the very first thing that came in today was trust the process of what is happening. And they're going to talk more about that in a minute, but I'm seeing dollar signs. So this is for somebody specific um, about your finances. There seems to be a lot of fear or turmoil around finances and the money system and retirement and inflation and all of this kind of stuff. And what they are saying is trust the process. Okay, things have to break down in order for things to break through. And we are being called to see things in a different light, in a different perception. So the old way of thinking about finances and money was currency, like dollar bills and coins, and that's how we bought food, and that's how we lived. That paid rent and bought clothes and stuff like that. But they want us to open our minds up to the different ways that prosperity and abundance can come to us. It's not just through the money. Okay, there's a bartering system, there's gifting, there's serendipitous things that can come and fall into your lap that you're like, oh my gosh, I have this free place to stay in Florida because my best friend's brother, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so just understand that that's what we're being called to do. So if there's a lot of fear around finances, it's because that is kind of like the next thing that's kind of going to break down. So excuse me, they don't want you to be afraid, kind of like back in 2020 when all of that stuff happened, and there was a perception that um, the pharmaceutical companies were here to benefit us, and some people, a lot of people, think that it doesn't anymore, but we've moved through that. So because there's not a lot of people relying on the pharmaceutical companies, what's happening is they're looking for alternative sources for healing, which are the natural sources. Okay, it's the same thing with the finances. We're going to see that it is all kind of like an illusion, and we are going to be searching for different resources of abundance and prosperity that isn't necessarily money. But, and they're just showing me capital letters, bright lights, trust, trust, trust the process. You're going to be okay. United States, the world, all the countries, we're all going to be okay. It's not going to be like this huge crash that's going to happen. It's going to shift over eventually, like little by little, but the big thing that's going to be shifting it is your perceptions about it. And they're saying, oh my goodness, trying to have a sense of humor or try and find things that you can laugh about because that eases the tension. Things have been so serious and for a while, and they're just saying if you can find something that will make you laugh, please do that, and enjoy those moments where you are laughing, and because that's going to raise your vibration and it really does help you feel better. And they're showing me like the television set. So if you have a choice of what you are going to watch, if you do choose to watch TV and you're not watching the news and all the other propaganda, there's still programming that happens within the things that you watch. um, So they're just saying maybe choose something lighthearted, choose a comedy, choose a stand-up comedian, choose something that's going to make you laugh rather than bring you into the drama and the depths of all of the darkness and the violence. Because if they don't get you on the media, they will get you in the movies. That's all programming as well. Okay. And it feels like there's a lot of people that just they're showing me like like we've just like I give up, just like throwing their hands up like, oh my gosh, right? And there's an energy of feeling helpless, and they're saying that you are not helpless. You are more powerful than you think you are, than you realize that you are. And the strongest point of power is in this now moment, and it's your perceptions and your beliefs and what you choose to focus on. That is the ultimate empowerment, when you make the decision to say, you know what, I'm not letting that, whatever it is, steal my serenity. I'm not going to buy into that propaganda. I'm not going to believe the fear that they're pumping in. Okay, that's where the power is. um, because a lot of people think, well, we have to do all of this stuff in order for things to change, and that's true. But if you don't change what's in here first, the perception and the belief about it, it's just going to get recreated. But not to worry, okay? Because I'm hearing people like, well, I don't know, and it's happening. It's just happening naturally with all of the light coming into the planet, with people waking up, thousands and thousands every day. People are waking up, and it's just a natural process of the evolution of humanity. Think about where you were almost 4 years ago or almost 5 years ago. Think about what has transpired and what has changed for you. And maybe you did do a lot of work on yourself, or you did do therapy, or whatever it was. But even if you didn't, think how different you are within that 4 or 5 year span of the way you view the world and yourself. And just realize that this is a process, and it's going to be happening for a very long time, because we are constantly growing. There is no end point. Okay, they're showing me like a dot here and a dot here and then the line between. There's not really an end point that we are striving to get to. It's just each day is a new awareness. Each day is a new vibration. Each day we are working towards something that wasn't what it was the day before. Okay, so and they're saying that's the kind of the challenge that humanity has had, because we think in order to have happiness, A, B, C, and D have to happen. And then everything outside of me is going to be okay, and then I can be happy. And I think there's a lot of people that are waiting for 5D to happen. A lot of people are waiting for the world to not be tumultuous. They're waiting for people to wake up. They're waiting for, I don't know. I mean, people seem to be waiting. They're in the waiting place. And it's funny because they're showing me that Dr. Seuss book, The Places You Will Go. And there in that book is the waiting place. And we don't have to wait anymore. We don't have to wait for people to catch up. We don't have to wait for the dust to settle. We don't have to wait for the systems to change. It changes within each one of us. That's where the change goes. So stop looking outside of you for the change to happen. It's inside of you. And when you shift what's going on within you, your thoughts, your perceptions, your beliefs about yourself, about the world, then you see things differently. And that they cannot stress that enough. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, for those of us that are not there yet, I don't know if anybody is. They want to speak to the people that are probably going to be waking up within the next couple weeks. Is that Yes, there is a lot of disruption. There is a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of things that are coming to the surface that you may be seeing in a completely different light, and they're just saying hold steady, and they're showing me like on this ship, okay, in the ocean, and the waves are like this. The waves are like this, and we're standing on the bow and we're holding on to the railings, and we're going like this, okay? But the boat is not tipping over. Yeah, we're getting splashed in the face, and yeah, there's waves that are hitting us and stuff like that, but the boat is steady, okay? The boat is steady. Humanity is steady. We are going through these storms. We are making it through all of the corruption. We are making it through the disruption. So hold steady. We are going to be okay. We are okay. We always have been okay. So just realize that whatever you focus on, that is going to be your reality. So if you don't like your reality, you don't have to accept it anymore. And that's what people are beginning to understand. And they're showing me like this is Earth, and they're showing me this. Okay, this isn't that there's going to be two separate Earths. That's not what it means. It means there's a different consciousness that is taking place. And when you separate yourself from the lower density consciousness, you don't see that anymore. You see the higher vibration. You see the good in the world. There's so much good happening in the world. We just have to look for it. And the more that you witness that, the more that's going to help you strengthen your belief system of that everything is good, that humanity is on the right path, that we are doing things to help the planet. We are doing things to help each other. All that is happening. We're doing things to help the animals. We're doing things to help Mother Earth. Like all of that good stuff is happening simultaneously while all this other disruption is going on. Which world are you going to live in? Okay, and they're saying that's enough for now. um, they just want to let you know that the world is going through a purification, okay, a purification process, and expect a miracle. That is the very last thing that they want to say, is that the world is going through a lot of stuff and it looks scary, but expect a miracle, because miracles happen every day. You just have to be in a place to witness it. Okay, so those were the messages. I hope you enjoyed them. Once again, thank you so much, everybody, for your comments and your donations. And I love connecting with you during sessions. It's absolutely just such a wonderful place for me to be able to help serve you guys in this way. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments and I can answer them in another video. Many blessings.